I kind of want to circle back to how we started out was the mission of bringing this new model to the world for a more harmonious future. Do you believe if everyone sort of had an understanding of these different terrains and that it would create enough compassion for one another to bring about that harmonious future?
We do feel that by understanding the differences that we each see the world from, then we will be able to appreciate where their fear is at and where they are sitting. So if you think about, you mentioned family gatherings and people in lockdown, when you're with a group of people at different terrains, it's a lot of pressure to kind of hold a place of compassion if you don't understand where everyone's seeing the world from. And so there's a lot of friction because everybody's trying to change other people and make them see it from their point of view. With this understanding of the 10 terrains, we learn that we're really all coming from one place of infinite consciousness, but we are, for various reasons, through this lifetime and lifetimes really, sitting in different places to learn what we need to learn. And if you can come to appreciate the lesson and the work that someone else is having to do in this life, then you can really have compassion and hold space for them to get that fully and not feel judged and not feel threatened.
And often, because our culture at the moment, the prevailing terrain in the Western world is the reflection-based terrain diamond, which is all about growth and expansion and being the best person you can be. And a lot of the time, because there's a lot of pressure to want to ask those around us to change and to grow, because there's so much of that in our culture. And actually, once someone understands the 10 terrains model, they can see where the other person is at and actually not ask them to grow, actually just offer support for that person for where they're at now and come from a deep place of compassion and acceptance and non-judgment, because ultimately it's that person's infinite self that is guiding their journey, not us. And we can't ask them to move any faster than they're naturally meant to move for their own learning. And perhaps there's things they need to contribute at the world of this current terrain that the world needs from them. And if we were to rush them, the world would miss out. So we start to get a bigger picture perspective on where other people are at, and we're able to actually hold a really deep place of love and compassion for them. And that's when dynamics start to change, when people can really hold space for compassion for each other and all the charge force goes out, the arguing disappears, people can start to share more deeply with each other, and just the whole thing calms down. And that ironically often allows that person to shift much more quickly than they would have if you'd been trying to force them to.
Right. I love this.